Hi guys. So I'm waiting that you guys are arriving so that we can start. And of course, like every time, I'm a little bit earlier. Okay, so we have already two people. Great. How are you? I can see that this time I have a better organization because I have my PC in front of me just to show me how this live is going. Hello guys, hi. So we're gonna wait just a while so that we make sure there are a little bit more people over here, okay, with you. First of all, I would like to know, can you hear me very well? Is it clear, my voice? Please write down, tell me yes or no. Yeah, clear, perfect. Now, the good news is that I bought a small new microphone. So should be better quality than the other time we were together. Okay, now we are 10 people. Great. Any Italians? Any Italian over there already connected? Probably not yet. Okay. Because there was one guy that wrote to me asking me, an Italian guy, that asked me if we could do something in double language, English and Italian, so that he could understand. Now, to be honest, I'm willing to do it, no problem. But I will make sure that he's there, because if he's not there, I will just speak in English, of course. So, what time is it? It's 6:32. We wait just one more minute. 9 people. So, how are you? How was your day? I just arrived. I'm just back from the office. I would say 20 minutes ago. You can see I'm still with my tie. Okay, so hello. Okay, so let's start. All right. So as you saw by the title, this type we talk about clay modeling. Tari, Indian traffic. I know. Indian traffic, I know very well. It's really messy down there. I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, you gotta be careful. You gotta be patient. Day was good. No, now practicing with sketching. Great. Aditya, that's very good. I would like to tell you one more thing, that because I got a new structure that takes my telephone, it keeps my telephone top down. Next time, I would like to make a sort of a sketching live session with you. Would you like that? If you write to me, tell me yes or not. Because if you like this idea of sketching together, starting for example from the basics, no, like we usually do, line quality. A lot of people ask me line quality to see how wheels are really well put together in perspective. Yeah, okay, good. I see a lot of people that are writing yes, of course, good, great. So next time we will do it. So now we are 12. Andrea, ciao. So, Andrea, do you understand English? I asked the question because at the moment you are the only Italian. Do you understand English? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, good. So it's not you, because I forgot there was another guy, Italian, that wrote to me, please next time Next time, can you speak half Italian and half English? So, just in case it's really necessary, I'm ready to do it. Sir, you have seen my sketches. No, Dinesh, which I sent you on FB. Please check. Okay, I will go and check it. Dinesh, okay. Partan Sarti. Okay. All right, anyway. Dinesh, let me write down. Let me write down so that I don't forget. Dinesh. Okay. So, clay modeling, it's very, very important because it's thanks to clay modeling that we are able to change our sketches into beautiful models. And clay model, it's not just the art of sculpture, of sculpting. It's also pure art that is given by clay modelers. And to me, clay modelers are pure artists with a technical also background, just like designers. So this is something that we have to understand. And as we said last time, when a designer needs to transform its own nice sketches into a real model, he needs two people, clay modeler and digital modeler. So about digital modeling, we already spoke enough last time. Aditya, sir, do you remember my sketches? Now don't ask me questions like that. I am starting to talk now. We'll see this after. So, how clay modelers are formed? Because we have our friend Chakraborty, what's your name? Suvanil, okay? I believe from India, that is asking, how can I become a clay modeler? How can I go and study to become a clay modeler? Well, there are two ways. The first one that I know is that there are some artistic school of modeling and sculpture that form people to work with clay. And they do human figures, animals, objects, sculptures, a lot of beautiful stuff. And for all the people that are listening from India, in Chennai, where we have, in south of India, where we have Renault Nissan, in Chennai, there is a university about art that teaches clay modeling. It's not about car design, it's artistic modeling. So you have to start by drawing really well, very freehand, and then people realize their models with clay. And I've seen beautiful images coming of students working, coming from this university, okay? So if you want, in India, you should search on Google for Chennai Art University clay modeling. And I am sure the name of the school, the university, I don't have it in my mind. It's on my computer at work. Tomorrow I will look and I will write down in the comments. But anyway, I am sure that if you go on Google and you write down Chennai Art University clay modeling or artistic modeling, I think you should find it because it's the only one that there is in that area. So this is one way. We take an artistic channel and we put our effort in modeling clay, with wood, with other materials. Another way is to go to technical schools about modeling, which is more scientific, because it has to do a lot more with measurements, machines, and technical drawings, stuff like that, before realizing or building a model or a mock-up. And there are few schools like that. In Italy, there is one that is very, very famous, that is forming people only to become manual modeler with old materials. And the materials can go from wood, plastic, sheet metal, to clay, foam, every type of foam, until the paint, the paint job that of course is done at the end of every project. This school name is CEMI, and I will write for you down. Yes, I will write to you. It's like this. You see? This one. So, it's called CEMI. CEMI. And it is in northern Italy, close to Torino, where all the automobile industry and design studios are. Now, this school has a very good tradition, and it's forming since more than 20 years a lot of people that then get into design studios in model workshops, and they start working with designers. And they are forming clay modeling very, very, very well. So, CEMI, how can you find this? You have to look for, you have to write on Google. Wait, I'll do it well so that it's easier for you to find the information. But you can find also on Facebook, because they have a beautiful page on Facebook with videos. And sometimes I also share their videos on my Facebook page. Okay, I'll write down and then I'll show to you. Ok, CEMI, scuola modellistica. The town is Savigliano. Okay, so wait, just a second. Okay, so this is the school name. Okay? This is scuola, which means school, modellistica, of model making. This is the town, the city, where it is. Savigliano, in Italy. Now, if you put this on Google, if you Google it, you will find it. You will find pictures, photos, videos, Facebook page, and you will find all the information. Okay? I leave it just for a second. So that you can read well and write it down. Okay, so is it fine? Can I take it off? Tell me. If you write yes or no, it would be ciao. And sing. Sure. Okay, good. So everybody took notes, all right? Okay, so this is, let's say, the two typical technical scholastic, institutions where we can go and learn about modeling. Another way is also when we get into design school. As I said last time, for example, in India, you have MIT, okay, university. That university does a lot of clay modeling and teaches students to become good clay modelers. MIT. And you should wait, don't move, because I have the pamphlet, the brochure. Wait, don't move, stay there. Okay, here I am. Now I'm gonna show you the school that does a lot of clay modeling. It's this one. Voila. This one, and this is in India. Yeah, exactly, MIT. And I can show you some interesting things about what they do, because when I went in New Delhi for the auto show, I met them. They're very nice. And I can show you some nice pictures. So the secret is to go. It is to go to make a design school. You know, you see. So if you go to a design school, of course you will learn how to work with clay. And another school that is also making models in clay, like here, okay, I go slow so that you can really see well the images. All right, this one, and the school name is this one. Okay, so this is in Bombay. You see, you can check. This is a new school, all right, and then you have this one too, okay, and this is also, you see, this is MIT. Here, this is excellent school. You should see. Go and Google. For those people that do not know these schools, you have to Google, get all the information, start checking. You see? Okay, this is like in my school when I was working with clay and when I was a student. And here you can have a very nice example of a clay model. You can see how nice and precise it has been done. Yeah, there is also Dilip Chambria School, of course. DYPDC, okay? Don't forget that also. You see? This is a running prototype they made. What else can I show you? And then, of course, we have, as I said last time, in Bangalore there is a Strat College, but this school is just opening. So, because it's brand new, we do not have everything already. So this is gonna be in a couple of years, right? But very good school from France, very good. So should I prepare for me to focus on becoming clay model? Chakraborty, I think yes, you could. Why not? It depends. Maybe you can just do 6 months. You don't have to do a full course, because you already done a bachelor in design from Dilip Chambria, DC school. Maybe you can just go in there and say, "Excuse me, what can I do? Can I work 6 months and learn better practice for clay?" I would do that. Maybe they ask you just 1 year so that you don't have to do the whole full course. All right. But there are also other schools, of course. All the other design schools, like in Italy, in Europe, they all work with clay. So this is important to understand that you have the two solutions. One solution is those technical schools, all right, like CHEMI, all right, or another solution is to go to design school where you learn how to be designer, but you will be also focusing on clay modeling and old models. So this is interesting, that you will learn how to work with old materials. For example, when I went to Art Center, this one, all right, when I was at school, during the 4 years of school, we worked on all materials. We did lots of models. We had all the machines in school. I learned how to cut, to glue, to put nails, how to sand, how to paint, how to work clay, everything. Very nice. I loved how to work with clay. I loved it. I did more than 6 models. And this is experience. And that experience will be very, very useful to you if you will become a designer. And then when you will be working with models and modelers, you will know exactly what you're talking about. Fiberglass, yes, I worked also fiberglass in school with the brush and the raising, all that stuff. And all the protection, because we gotta be very careful with all the fabrics of the fiberglass. Okay, so let's come back to the main discussion. What I was saying is that this is very important to know, to work with modelers, also for yourself. But if you become a modeler, then of course you will start your work, your professional, your profession already with 2-3 years of school, during which you work for 2-3 years on your model. So with a certain type of experience, it will be a lot easier than somebody that comes from a technical school and never really worked models, and he has to learn everything on the job. So you understand the differences. Now, somebody said, is it to go abroad, it's better to learn clay? Personally, I think that what I saw in the school called MIT, personally, because I saw them at the Daily Show, I think that over there would be nice in India to go and work with clay. If you want to go abroad, I would say the Italian school, it's probably one of the best because it's really focused on car design, so in industrial design. So you will learn all the techniques to work materials exactly to make sure that the car design business is satisfied with what you learn from over there. That's important. So, but now that we said that, so far so good. I would like to know if answer me yes or not. So far we are okay. Is it clear what I'm talking about so far? Ross said yes. Cool. Great. Anyone else? Yes. Okay. Good. Because now I would like to enter, to pass to something different, because I have some supports for you, like last time. And we will try to go together through the process of clay. I know that I don't have a video, I don't have a model, Of course, I understand that it's a little bit complicated, but we will try to work together to make it simple. And let's see if it's gonna be also nice, funny, but in a positive way to understand. First of all, anybody of you already saw the clay before that is worked? How does it look, clay? Anybody of you have seen already clay, raw clay? What color? Okay, so I'll give you some hints. Hard and brown. Yeah, it's true. Somebody said like shit. No. Why call it marker? Okay, so I have here an image, which is this one. Okay. So this is a clay bar. All right. Yeah, it's nice to laugh sometimes, especially after a full day of work. This is a typical clay bar that is packed inside cardboard package, okay? I think there are 5 plus 5 or 12 total. And I don't know how many kilos. And that's how we buy. We buy a lot of packets like that. For example, in school, it's like that. They buy a lot of packs so that there is a big stock. And then you can have also this one, which is a small, different type of clay. Terracotta, almost, Aditya, almost. This one has some oil, special type of oil. And this one, it's softer than this one. This one is like the one we had in school in America, in USA. And this is a little bit harder also to work, but more precise. And this one is the one that we use in the professional industrial world. School, professional world. All right? I worked with both of them. And I can tell you that this one is easier to apply because it's softer. And this one a little bit harder, but this is more precise. When it's cold, it's a lot easier to work it with the tools, the clay tools. Now that we saw the clay bars, how do we do clay? What do we do to it? Anybody knows? Write it down. Anybody knows? So once we have the bars, what do we do with that? Do we eat? No. How do we do to work? Heat it, yes. We had to put it into an oven, all right? Here we have an oven. They're very, very similar to the ceramic ovens, all right? There are certain types of degrees of temperature to make sure that they are heated and not burned, because they become liquid if it's too hot. And once they are very malleable, that we can touch it, and we can modify the shape, then what do? We take those parts of clay which is hot, and we try to put it, like a cream or like butter on top of a structure. You see, this is a structure. This is the area where we put the wheels. And this is the foam, very soft foam, where we put the back, is called, the structural back, with holes so that the clay gets inside, and once the clay becomes cold, it sticks in there, it doesn't come off. Exactly, Aditya, you're right. Once it becomes cold, it's very simple to start giving a shape. And when we give it a shape, how the hell do we do? I show you how. With tools, of course. All right? Those are detailing tools. And those are the big tools that we use to get off the most of it. All right? I don't understand why you're talking about copy markers, esports. Excuse me. We are talking about clay today. Copy marker, there are other alternatives, of course. All right, so those ones, you can see there are different sizes according to the scale of the model. If we have a 1/5 scale, which is a small model, then we can use those ones, the small one. If we have a bigger scale, then we will use bigger tools. And you must know, thank you, esports, thank you for understanding. And you have to know that a lot of very, very good experts, fantastic clay modelers, to make excellent cars in full scale, in clay, they design, make, and realize their own clay models. Clay tools. They do, because they know that there are some shapes and some surfaces that should be done with a different type of tools. So they design the tool, they make it, and then they use their own tools. And those are the best. I've met quite a few. So when we have those clay tools, that's what happens, we start scratching, with this, and then you see how the clay, once it's cold, what happens? It looks almost like when we do fresh pasta in Italy. It's a little bit like that. Okay, so, and this is to make sure that we can take off the big part of the extra material, the extra clay, and start using templates, templates for the sections of our car, so that we know how to control the shape using always the tools and at the same time the templates. And this is how it looks, a clay model in full scale with its back, and you can see that the structure, you can see everything there. It's very nice, this picture, because for those that are very interested in clay modeling, you can see and understand really well all the preparatory work that is behind the clay model, especially full scale, which is kind of complicated. It's not easy. Yes, with Alias, we get a sort of a technical drawing that we can print in any scale, small and big, and once we print it, then we glue on top of a cardboard or on top of wood, plywood, 5 millimeters thickness or 1 centimeter thickness, according to the size of your model, and then we cut to make templates so that they are rigid, steady, with the right section. And the section cut in wood, it's sanded by hand to make sure that it's precise like the technical drawing. Which software are we useful in designing a car? To design a car, dear friend Ravi, you have to sketch freehand and really well, as I said many times. Okay, software is a tool to make surfaces and renderings, and as we said many times, one of the most common used is Alias from Autodesk. We have also Maya from Autodesk, okay? But you have also Rhino, okay? And few others that are used in the car design industry to make models, virtual models. And then, as we said last time, this virtual model, okay, done with a computer, it's a file that we use to mill out this. All right? So do you understand the process, more or less? Is it clear so far? So far, so good? And now I will show you a few other images to take you. Thank you, Chaka Borti. Thank you. And now I'll show you some other pictures to make it more clear in your head how a clay model can evolve, all right? And people can very nicely, very simply work on it without destroying it, okay? Look at this picture, very nice. This should be a quarter scale model because it looks very big. It looks like an Audi, I think it's an Audi. And you can see the guy, he's working a very, very comfortable way. The car is almost finished. There are some tapes because there are some corrections that he has to make, all right? This is probably after a presentation, after critique, all right? So, how do they do to get accurate dimensions of the contour on surface of a car before modeling it on clay? As I said, with templates. After this picture, I will show you how we do templates, okay? Very simple. Wait, I'll do it now. I'll do it on this picture, okay? To give you an idea. Okay, let's see if it's clear. Do you see this? Imagine this made of wood, plywood, 5 millimeters thickness. This is taken by hands against the clay. At the bottom is touching the grid because this is all with a classical grid, because this is very precise. So the wood has to touch the ground, the base, and then this point here, it's in the center line, okay, all right, and here and here and here we have some marks so that we know that our section has to stop there, you know, so that we know that all this volume comes out precise at the right place. Now I'll try to do a very quick sketch and I think this will help you to understand. All right? So wait just a second. Do you see? This is an example, very, very quick, very fast, of this in perspective. You see? So this is the part that is the section. And when you push it, this must be very precise, the surface, very nice. So it's worked by hand, it's sanded sometimes. Some people do this in aluminium, to make sure that it's super precise. All right? So, is it clear so far how we make sections to make sure that we can control our sections and our volumes? Then there is another thing. Because you guys, you have to understand that it's not just the surface. We want to make sure that this surface is correct. And we want to make sure the most important thing is that when we put the paint, we want to see a beautiful reflections, not a reflection that's like that, like a banana. We cannot do that. That's why designers are so obsessed with reflections, because the reflections gives the emotion. So if we have beautiful sketches and beautiful virtual model with beautiful liquid reflections, how the hell do we do to make sure that those reflections are really, really the same on clay model? Here we have another image for you. Now, anybody knows how this film is called? Dying Oak. Yes, bravo. Chaka Brody, I think we're gonna hire him for a job as a clay modeler because he's so good. He knows everything. Clay model, and it's applied with water. Yes, this is a film, okay, with a very, very light thickness, very, very light, and is elastic. All right, we put it into the water, it becomes very fluffy, okay, and then we start putting tension to this film to take off all the air, and it glues on the surface. And because it has paint, real paint, because it's painted, then you can see the reflections and you can see mistakes. They come out. For example, if you look at this, you see that this line of reflection, it's a little bit wavy, just a little bit, very slightly. In this area, and in this area, the reflection is going a little bit low, up, low. This means that the cylinder that is there, at that time, it still needed some extra material in those spots and be reworked again. Okay, so this is a way that the way we use to verify and control the quality of surfaces. And now that I showed this, you understand a little bit the whole process from the clay bar and what happens to the clay bar until it becomes a clay model. Of course, there is one modeler for a small clay model. There is a team of several modelers that for a full-scale model, and they divide the front, the back, the side, so that they not work on top of each other's, but they can do everything very well together in harmony. So I have 3 extra pictures to show you some nice clay finished model. Okay, this one was the Tweezy. You can see the detailing, very, very nice. Also the interior. The quality of people, yes, can be different, but usually what happens is that clay modelers, at least I talk for myself, the one I have met, the one we have, they are very, very good experts. And sometimes we do not work with clay modelers in-house on some projects, but we have also some freelance modelers. And those are very, very highly specialized, super artists, super professionals. With those ones, it's impossible to have a mediocre work. You have always the top of the top. Of course, it's freelance, so you have to pay for it. So what are the chances of getting errors does the designer has to face when modeling with clay? Yes, mistakes are made. It's normal. Mistakes, everybody makes mistakes. The most important thing is to learn from mistakes. And the designers that do not work clay, they help each other with the modeler, okay? But designers that work clay, that know, like for example me, myself, I would take the clay myself and try. Sometimes I did. I know the clay models don't like that because they say, you do your job, I do my job. And I understand. But sometimes the passion is so strong, they say, let me try. I'll try to make the detail better. And sometimes it's nice, it comes better. It's a way of communicating. You can do it very roughly. And then it's the clay modeler that will clean up the surface and he will understand because he sees it. And then he will understand, he will do it really well. Now, you know, with clay models, we can do beautiful interiors. Look at this. Nice. Sketch MP, don't worry, this video, when will be finished, you can rewind it because it will be published, it will remain on my YouTube channel. So it will be there and you can check it out, okay? Now we are almost at the end. I cannot start all over again. It's 46 minutes that we are together. So this is very nice detail, okay? It's okay, don't worry. You forgot, it's not big deal. Don't worry. The video always there. Anyway, thanks for coming anyway. And this is the last one. Nice, huh? This is a beautiful picture because it really shows teamwork. Very nice. Very, very nice. The lines, how do we do lines? That's a very good question. The lines are done if you have a surface, okay? And you want a very nice straight line. First of all, when you, wait, I take the picture that, when you take your section, I show. Okay, I made a modification to the section without wood. You see this? This is a line in the section. Do you understand the section? Answer me yes or not. Did you get it? Yeah, okay, good. This means that if we have a cylinder, okay, it means that we are doing this, okay? This section is this, right? Okay, so when they have to make a character line, a bone line on a long surface, how the hell do they do? Well, if here we have a wheel and here we have the other wheel, they put 3 references with the section. 3. Then they put the clay. Then they work it a little bit. And once they have done this, which at the first time will not be precise, what do? They take black tape, black flexible tape, the tape we use to make those technical drawings, those technical rendering drawings, beautiful stuff that we see almost everywhere. And then they make the line perfect. All right? There is a colleague that is far, he says, yeah, okay, looks good. A little bit up, a little bit down. They put the line, they stick that tape on the surface, and then they work with the tool again. Having that line as reference, they take off the tape and they check the surface. And they do this 2-3 times to make sure that the surface is perfect. Did you get the idea? Let me know. I read comments at the same time. Yes, Juvenile, yes, you understood. If you go if you Google after this, if you Google car design modeling or car design clay modeling, you should find beautiful pictures of sections on scale model. But on YouTube, there are some beautiful videos of professional clay modelers from important design studio that are interviewed. And then while they speak, they tell their story, which is always very nice to hear and see. You see them working. And then you will understand better what I try to explain to you with some papers. Okay? All right, so I think I said everything. I hope that you guys are happy about what we had to say today. So next time we will try to sketch together. That's what I would like to do. Because now that I bought the new structure to put my telephone and have a top camera, hey guys, we have to try it. Right? Relationship of tape drawing, painting the clay model, how it works. But the relationship with tape drawing is exactly the technical drawing. So the sections. If the sections are correct, your clay model is correct. When you paint, it should be the same. Next video, can we talk about aerodynamics? Yeah, we can talk a little bit. Yeah, no problem. The basics of aerodynamics. I'm not a scientist, but of course for work I learned a lot about, especially exterior back shape, what we should do. We need to draw with you. Yeah, we will try. We'll try to do this. Don't worry. About Aero 2. Okay, but guys, let me tell you something. Aerodynamic, when you are in school, between us, who cares? Because those are stuff that you will learn at work. And I know that some schools want you to be sure that everything's correct and stuff and a little bit scientific. But aerodynamics, it's important for you to understand a little bit about it, not everything. Because the most important thing for you is to exercise your creativity. Sir, make a hashtag on Instagram where car design students who follow you can show you the work. All right, we'll see. I'll try to understand, to see how I can do that. Okay? I can do something like, I don't know, I could write Luciano Bove sketch review, something like that. What do you think? Let's see. Let me see. What do you think about that? Love a sketch review, yeah. Yes, not bad. So which one do we take? So this is for Instagram, right? You know what? I might open a new profile on Instagram with all this. Maybe I will think about it. Also on we can do this also on Facebook. because I was thinking to do something like that on Facebook. How many iterations are done before the manager agrees senior take over from the model to tweak clay surfaces? Okay, wait. Before I answer to that question, so we will take the hashtag. I'll tell you, only one hashtag, unless it's a mess. The hashtag that Ravi proposed in the comments, which is Luciano Bove. I write it down. Bove review. Okay, this one. Luciano Bove review. So this is our hashtag, all right? This one. Okay, good. Now about what you said, the question about how many iterations. There are several. In reality, when we do clay modeling, there are at least 2 or 3 months of back and forth to make sure that the model, the clay model, is really well done, and of course with the okay of everybody. All right. I hope I answered back well. Thank you, guys. I'm very happy. Don't forget, next time will be Wednesday. All right. Today is Monday, so not tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. If you have friends that are interested, ask them to come here. And next time, if you wish, if you want, take papers and some nice pencils. All right. So we will do something together. All right. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun together. To get your review, sir. Yes, okay. So Instagram review page, no problem. All right. Thank you very much. Ciao, and I hope to see you on Wednesday. And just in case you cannot, or you are late, don't worry. The videos will always be on the channel. All right. So you can go and review with the replay as many times as you want in some typical steps, so it's gonna be a lot easier for you to understand. Wow. The hashtag is in Instagram. Yes, the Instagram is Luciano Bove review. Don't forget. Ciao ragazzi, bye bye guys. Ciao Andrea. Okay, now I have to cook to eat. Ciao.